Hi, my name is Tiani and welcome back to another video. So if you want to keep the weight off, you need to watch this video. I get a lot of DMs about, oh, I've been working out for this long and I'm noticing that the scale is up today versus last week. Or I'm eating healthy, I'm doing all the things, but I got on a scale yesterday and today I gained 5 pounds. Now, proper education is key to weight loss. A lot of us go into our weight loss journey not knowing anything at all, and we really just go in just blind and kind of just winging it. In the process of winging it, a lot of us don't even read or do the proper research on how to lose the weight and how to keep it off. Basically, we don't do the research to sustain the weight that we've lost. And I'm seeing that this is a big problem. If you're gonna go on a weight loss journey, if you wanna keep this weight off, you need to do the proper research. You need to understand how the body works. Most importantly, you need to understand how your body works, because without knowing this information, you're going to gain the weight back, you're going to be hard on yourself, and you're going to continuously get frustrated through this journey. Now, I'm someone who's went on a bunch of weight loss journeys. If you haven't watched my 80-pound weight loss story, make sure you go ahead and watch that so you can see my journey. To be honest, I was able to keep, I'm down 85 pounds now. I was able to keep it off because I did proper research. Now, I can go ahead and tell you how I'm keeping the weight off, but if you don't understand and educate yourself on how to keep it off and making sure like you understand how your body works, all the things that I tell you is just not gonna click. One thing that I see that's common, like the common question I get is about the scale and the weight fluctuations, like how do I deal with that personally? And it's because I educated myself about why the scale fluctuates. Sometimes your body is inflamed. If you ate fast food yesterday, of course your body is gonna be inflamed. And then you also need to know how your body works. I'm someone who suffers from gut issues anyway. So if I go eat McDonald's, yeah, I'm gonna be up 10 pounds on the scale. That's just how my body works. And also, like, my body gets super inflamed. Even if I don't drink enough water, my body gets inflamed. Eating fast food, my body gets inflamed. My period also adds about 5 to 10 pounds of weight on my body in general. And throughout my journey, if I did not know this information, of course I would get frustrated. I'll be pissed. I'll be ready to quit, because what am I doing all this for if I'm only going to continuously gain the weight? Other things that could fluctuate on the scale or could make the scale fluctuate is if you have issues like PCOS, or I had fibroid issues in the past, which kept me inflamed. It kept me bloated. Also, diabetes, just other health factors that could keep your weight up on the scale. I always advise people to talk to your doctor. I always encourage people to speak to a healthcare professional. Make sure you're getting your yearly labs. Sometimes things show up in your labs that didn't show up previously. You may have a condition that you didn't know about that could be affecting your weight on the scale. So properly educating yourself and knowing that information, you'll go into your weight loss journey with grace and with ease. Of course, you're still going to be frustrated every now and then, but just knowing that information just gives you that calmness, I would say. Because before I was properly educated, yeah, I too was getting so frustrated. So another thing that people need to educate themselves on is the difference between fat loss and weight loss. I know we use that word interchangeably, but they are two different things. Just because I weigh a certain amount on the scale, I could still have a lot of body fat on my body. And this is why I also tell people to make sure you work with either like a fitness trainer or a nutritionist to help you understand those differences. And I'll give this for an example. There was a point where I wasn't losing a lot of weight. However, my body just kept changing. I kept looking smaller. I would compare photos, month-to-month photos, and I would look smaller, but my weight on the scale didn't shift at all. So I was like, how come my weight isn't shifting, but I look smaller? And I was getting discouraged because I was focusing all my progress on the scale. But visually, I look smaller. People were telling me I look smaller. People were telling me, oh my God, you lost a lot. But it's because I was losing fat. I was also lifting weight. So I was building muscle while losing fat. And the more muscle you have on your body, the more fat it burns off when you're working out. That was like revelation to me once I learned that information. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. That gave me the boost to just keep going. Another thing that a lot of people are confused or they don't get proper education on is that if I work out, I'm going to change my body. I'm gonna lose the weight without the nutrition aspect. So it's so funny because like sometimes I get those DMs like, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing all this, but I'm still gaining weight. So a great example is nut butters. If you're eating almond butter, peanut butter, butter, peanuts, almonds, those are very calorically dense, meaning that they are very high in calories. And a lot of people do not know this. They're taking out like a spoonful of peanut butter, not knowing that that little spoonful of peanut butter could be about 300 to 400 calories a spoonful. And it just depends on how heavy dipper you are. I'm a pretty heavy dipper with everything. So for me, that used to be me. When I used to make my oatmeals in the morning, I would put a glob of peanut butter on top, my blueberries, honey, and I would put, the slivered almonds on top. All that was about 600 calories by the time I was done making it. And you won't know this information if you don't get properly educated or work with the right people to understand the food aspect. If you're not looking at nutritional labels, if you don't understand nutritional facts, and if no one brings it to your attention, yeah, you can go in blind not knowing this information. My channel is to give you all the tips and share everything that I've learned, all the mistakes that I did in this journey, and just help you all to keep the weight off once you lose it. I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist yet. I'm not a fitness trainer yet. And I say that. I mean, I'm not going to school to be a doctor, but I am studying to be a nutritionist and a fitness trainer. And I'm not there yet. However, once I do get there, of course, I'll come out with some more educational videos. But until that time, make sure you go to get the proper education, please. Because as much as I want to see you all win in your weight loss journey, I also don't want you go in blind, not knowing the proper information, because that's what's going to keep you overweight. That's what's going to prolong this weight loss journey, just not knowing this information. And I had a friend who is struggling with her weight, and we were, just discussing certain aspects. And she said, I can't do all the things that you do. I can't go to the gym 5 days a week. I can't insert whatever she can't do here. And a lot of people like to highlight that I work out a lot now, but that's not where I started. I literally started from day one, from where you guys are all starting. I started from day one. Weight loss is a learning and gradual progress. And I told her, and I started telling her, she's been here since I've been overweight. And I said, it didn't start off like this. Like, you're looking at my journey now, but you forget where I came from. And then I just started explaining to her that losing weight is not just about working out. It's about the nutritional aspect. And of course, I'm not always on point with my nutrition. However, I eat at least at the minimum 75%. I am on point, and that still is getting the results that I have now. And she thanked me because she's like, not knowing that information, yeah, I'll be frustrated. Oh, another thing that I feel that you all need to educate yourself on is other forms of measurement when it comes to weight loss. The scale is not the end all be all. I will preach that until the day I die on this channel, because I used to be the girly. If I didn't see my weight go down, that means I wasn't progressing. And I would only rely on a scale. I wasn't relying on photos. I wasn't relying on people telling me I look smaller. There are other forms of measurement. What is your endurance like? Has your endurance gotten better over time? How about your clothes? Is your clothes fitting looser? How about your measurements? Are you doing body measurement with the tape measurement? And I'll go ahead and do a video on how to do body measurement as well, like a shorts video. But are you dropping inches? The body measurements is going to show how much your body is dropping. Sometimes people think that they're in a plateau because the scale's not moving, but their body fat could be depleting. Like, you could be still dropping inches and not even know it. So little things like that just keeps you going on your weight loss journey, and just being properly educated really opens the bigger picture, right? And if you're someone who is just starting on your weight loss journey, I hope that you found some light in this video, because those beginning stages are frustrating. I've quit so many times during my journey because I was frustrated, and then I figured out it was because of a lack of education. Sometimes it's not even motivation. Sometimes it's not even discipline. All that comes over time, but it was a lack of education for me. And if I leave you with anything with this video, I just hope that, I'm not sure where I left off because I had to go get my son from downstairs from the bus. But another thing that people need to properly educate themselves on is how to log things into MyFitnessPal. Now, I do have a few videos on my Instagram where I show you how to log food into MyFitnessPal. And it is tedious. It is a lot of work. In the beginning, it is very hard. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. It is very hard because it's something that you've never done before. And it goes back to having proper education on nutritional facts and looking at the nutritional facts on the back of food packages. So on the back of food packages, you will see serving size. And depending on what the serving size is and how many servings you're having is how you enter that that information into MyFitnessPal. Another thing is weighing out your food. Now that was probably the biggest learning curve that I had during this fitness journey, was weighing out my food, because I was so frustrated. Didn't know anything about nutritional facts, didn't know anything about using a food scale. And I do have videos on how to use a food scale, just basic videos, just weighing out basic, normal, everyday food. I do have a series here on YouTube. I also have that series on Instagram, so make sure you check those out. But having that proper education, and that will help streamline your weight loss journey, and it will definitely help with some of the frustrations. I just wanted to do a short little video popping in. I hope you found some information in this video useful, and I hope this makes your weight loss journey just a little bit easier, because knowing all this information, maybe like 2 years into my weight loss journey, really changed the game for me. That's when I seen the most progress. I made progress by myself that first year. However, just those little informational pieces that were missing from my journey really brought everything back together. If you want a part 2 to this video, comment down below saying that you need a part 2 on some other things that you guys need to be educated on in order to keep your weight off. If you are new here, hi, my name is Tiani. I share pretty much everything about my 85-pound weight loss journey. I share all the tips and tricks that I did to lose weight. I've struggled with my weight since I was 10 years old, and I will be sharing, I also share lifestyle content as well, but it's mainly all fitness, everything fitness. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.